What is up, everyone? Welcome to Reality Room Podcast with Paul.
And Miranda.
Today we are recapping episode 21 of Big Brother, episode 23 rather, of Big Brother 21. Okay, guys, so Miranda's camera is not working at the moment, so it's just going to be me talking to y'all today. Hi. On live anyway. Miranda is still here. We'll just hear her voice. Say hi,
Right.
Miranda.
I mean, you can't see me, but I can see you.
Yeah, that's kind of it's still very weird, but we'll get used to it. Okay, so we just came off of a veto ceremony where Tommy took Christy off of the block. Now, like many people wanted Christy to go. Honestly, if that situation was to arise with a twist getting her on the block, obviously you would take the shot at Christy. Personally, I don't like twist in Big Brother, so I didn't think it would have been the right way for Christy to go. But obviously, you take the shot when it's there. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think that would have been the easiest way for them to get Christy out, and that wouldn't have necessarily been a good thing. And like, I don't know, it just would have been easiest then, and like the easy way out for them to like not get blood on their hands and still get what they want. And I didn't want that.
Yeah, right. And I mean, Tommy winning the veto though, you gotta give it to him. I mean, there was some like theories that maybe the HOH was kind of rigged. I don't know if you heard about that. Like some people were talking about how the time thing wasn't like working properly. Like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
saw the
know.
slow mos. I mean, if you look at it slowed down, it looks like it's a little wonky, but I'm not sure. I'm not here to make assumptions about that. I don't really.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not as informed about it as I
yeah.
should
I
be.
I
Like, I
am.
don't feel like that video's enough.
Yeah, we're no experts on timers. So, but anyway, we Tommy did win the veto legitimately, and that's the way it goes. So props to him. And now it's Kat and Cliff on the block, and they're both upset to be up against each other because obviously they've been in an alliance for the past, I guess, maybe a few weeks now. And so Kat was saying how Cliff was saying that he needs to find a way to stay. Basically, he's like he'll do whatever he has to do. He'll have to campaign against Kat. He hates to do it, but he has to do it basically. And Kat is thinking at this moment that if she does stay, she has a really good shot of winning the game. Which I don't know. I mean, maybe she would honestly, because she's not the number one target for people. Like Jackson and Holly would still be a shield for her. Um,
I think she would have been playing a good game had she stayed this episode.
yeah,
I don't know if it was a winning game, but a good floater game for sure.
decent game, right?
Decent game.
Yeah, yeah, a pretty decent game, and I mean, obviously, when you're playing the game, you always think you're winning, but she was playing a very good game in the past couple of weeks, and if it wasn't for a Tommy HOH, I would say the two people that probably would have put Cat on the block this week were Tommy and Annalise, and it's just those two. And anyone else probably would have gone after bigger fish. Actually, even maybe Annalise would have still taken the shot at Jackson and Holly. But everyone else would have taken a shot at each other. So really, Tommy winning was just worst case scenario for Kat, honestly. So what are the chances? But that is what happened. For some reason, Tommy thought he could mend fences with Jackson and Holly, which is that's so stupid. Well, what did you think about Tommy doing that? Honestly,
About I'm sorry, I spaced out. Tommy mending fences with
Tommy trying to mend fences with Jackson and Holly.
oh my gosh. No. Oh no, Tommy. You're trying to mend fences with the wrong people, with the people that you're putting up for eviction, with the people that you have no no business in trying to mend fences with.
It
And
is
they're not going to take you seriously.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty pretty ridiculous, honestly. And
Kind
but
of pathetic. But
yeah, I can get what he was trying to do, and maybe I appreciate it. But maybe I appreciate it as a gamer because he's like, oh, I want to keep my old alliance alive. But is what it is.
big
Uh,
gamer move.
small gamer move. Small gamer move. Jackson did the big gamer move by telling them basically no, not today. All right. Anyway, so Kat's paranoid. Um, and she goes to talk to Mickey, and Mickey's like, "Hey, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think honestly, Cliff's the target. I mean, he's done a lot more in the game. And honestly, at this point, I wasn't sure who. Actually, I always thought Kat was the one that was leaving because I didn't know.
Right.
I thought it was 8 votes for some reason, not 7. I don't know why I got that number. And I was like, oh, it's 8 votes, and they have the numbers to get Kat out. But no, it was 7, and Nicole was a swing vote. I didn't even realize. Did you know that? Because I did not know
Yeah.
that.
The votes. I mean, I didn't realize exactly like where they were going. I always had it like a feeling that it was Cat because like that's kind of
Yeah.
how it was set up. Like, oh well, we're just voting out Cat, but I I'm just not really good with like the makeup of it, so like I didn't really realize until later. But
What would you have done in this situation? Like, let's say you were
yeah,
someone like a Nicole, for instance. What would you have done if you were like in the middle ground?
I feel like if I was in the middle ground like that, I would have decided to go with Jackson, Holly, and Jess. You know, like and then just like tried to duke it out and really draw the lines there.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I could have seen that happening if Jess didn't like blow shit up, but we will get to
Oh,
that.
true, true.
Yeah, I mean, man, it was I feel like we were so close. I feel like we were so close to something cool happening, but it's Big Brother 21. We should not expect too much from this. All right, so Nick's trying to build a new alliance because for some reason he really loves alliances. Um, and just so happens that Nick is close with Nicole in the house. I don't think he really cared choosing between Kat or Cliff. I think he just wanted 6 as an even number. I mean, to me, like, really? Like, if we're being, like, honest here, like, there's no reason why Nick should have brought in Cliff or Kat. Like, there's no reason. He's not close to either of them in the game.
Right, one of
Like,
the two on the block.
what is he doing? But maybe Nicole would not have joined if they did that. So maybe that was his thinking. But either way, I think he's still like grasping at straws. But Cliff was into it. Like he had a conversation with Cliff. Um, I saw like on live feeds that Tommy wasn't really like so into the group. Because again, he still wants the original group alive.
Yeah, he's still
He's
holding on to
crazy.
the hopes for that.
Hopes and dreams going. he's gonna do a Broadway show where he about the old 8 or the old 6. What the hell he still likes. So yeah, so Nick talks to Cliff and Cliff's like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do that." Like, what else is he gonna say?
Yeah.
And Cliff was
He's
like,
like, obviously I'm down. Like, I'll say yes to that in a heartbeat.
he was like, I let Cliff's like, yeah, in a heartbeat. It's just so. I mean, honestly, if anyone comes up to you for an alliance, in Big Brother, you're obligated to say yes, but you don't have to mean it. But it seemed like Cliff did mean it, so I don't know.
Well, when anyone comes up to you in an alliance in Big Brother when you're on the block, you say, "Well, damn, yeah."
Yeah, you say, "Damn, yeah." He didn't have to mean it though. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought,
Yeah, he didn't have to mean it, but I feel like he
yeah,
did.
yeah, he did.
You
He
He could have
absolutely
just
did.
said yes, but yeah.
Yeah, he could have said yes, and then Nick talked to Nicole, and Nicole basically said, "Yeah, maybe." And Nick was like bewildered. He's like, "What? No, I want to work with you. No, I want to work with you." Damn it, Nicole! Don't you know I'm your number one, even though Nicole's not his number one. Like, come on, Nick. Like,
Right.
stop playing like this. It's not a good look.
Gotta be a two-way street there, buddy.
Yeah. Plus, everyone has been seeing him. Everyone knows that Bella broke up with him over Twitter. So, did you see?
Yeah, and I love that.
What the- I mean, I mean, I love it because I don't like
I
Nick
thought
in
it
the
was savage.
game. What up?
Oh, I thought it was savage.
It was pretty savage. I mean, I'm not. I honestly really think they're just gonna make up, like right when they meet again. So like that's the only reason why I care very little about this whole situation because we all know they're gonna meet up after and they're gonna make up and they're gonna date again. Like what the hell? Like we all know it's gonna happen. So we see Bella posting this shit on Twitter and I'm just like, yeah, and so what?
Fair.
Nick's gonna talk to her for 10 minutes and she'll be back because that's literally that's happened in the game before. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly do think that they are good for each other because for whatever reason I think this. All right. Anyway, so yeah, Nick tells Nicole that she's a swing vote and she's like, "Fuck, really? I don't want to be the swing vote." And he's trying to get her to edge out to edge to vote Cat out. And Nicole doesn't want to really vote out either one of them, which I mean, it makes sense. It's hard when you have two allies in the game, and there's only so much you can do about it, and you do have to pick a side. And so,
Especially when you're told you're the swing vote, you can either make a stand and be like, you know what, yeah, no, fuck you, and go the other way, or try to appease the people who think you're gonna vote. I don't know, like
yeah,
it's hard.
yeah, it's not easy. I mean, no matter what, there was always going to be someone mad at her. I mean, that's just the way that it was, and
Yeah,
it sucks. But and like Survivor, being in the middle is a good thing. And Big Brother in this,
right.
and yeah, because
In Survivor, you want to be in the middle,
yeah,
pretty
because
much at any time you can.
yeah, because usually when you're in the middle, there's like not a lot of people left. There's like maybe 7, 5 people left, or I mean even 9 is all right. And then like if you're in the middle, you whatever you do is a total power play because then their side it has way less. But in this case, no matter what, she would have had a lot of people still coming after her.
And
Cause
no
she,
matter what, it's not your power play; it's the HOH's.
yeah, that too. Yeah, that's another great point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Tommy would get all the credit.
exactly, because he's the one who put them up.
Yeah, or
He took off Christie, so he can't have a flop HOH.
yeah, he can't as much as we want him to. Oh well. All right. Anyway, so
I do, and I don't. Like, I don't know. Like, I could see it being entertaining either way.
I like the integrity of the game, where like we don't have influence over it. But the savage in me, man, I wanted Christy gone. So bad. All right, so Holly and Mickey have been keeping like a low profile in the game, and they're kind of just talking about how, hey, we've been doing this. We haven't really been talking too much. We've been trying to stay out of people's hair so that maybe people can potentially work with us. And really, that could have worked if Justin blows shit up later in the episode again.
Right.
So Nicole and Cliff talk about the alliance, and Nicole's like, I'm not sure. Cliff's like, I think it's a pretty good deal. And then Nicole feels like bad, so she goes and tells Jess about the alliance. Now, there were a few ways Jess could have handled this. There was the way she handled it, and then there was the right way. Do you want to talk about a little bit about how she handled it?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not so sure necessarily that Nicole handled that the right way and telling Jess.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, because it's Jess, first of all, and second of all, you know, like there was no point. But and what was your question?
It's like how do you think Jess handled the information that Nicole gave her about the alliance?
Not so great. I think she should have waited until after the eviction.
Yeah, so she told. I don't know how long it took her to tell Kat, but like It
But I
seemed,
mean, like with 6 people and with the numbers, like
yeah.
the numbers just aren't there for you to expose a 6-person alliance. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, there would have been what 9 people left after this
yeah,
vote, so that's 6 people, and then yeah, just her, Jackson, and Holly. Man, but I mean, everything did end up getting blown up though, so I'm not sure if there's even a six anymore. I mean, we say that every week. Is there a six? Is there a six? BB
is
twenty
this a
one.
6? Is this a 6?
6 shooters. Whatever the hell they called this one. All right, it's fucking Jesus. All right, so yeah, so Jessica just tells Kat about the alliance, and Kat's not happy. And okay, here's one thing that confuses the hell out of me. Somehow, Jess just goes off and throws Cliff under the bus. Like, Cliff's making deals.
Yeah.
It was all Cliff. I can't believe Cliff would do this to us. I am absolutely livid. I hate to feel out of place here. Like, there was nothing Nicole said in that conversation with Jess that implied that Cliff had anything to do with starting it.
Yeah.
We all know it was fucking, well, and Jess even seems to know later, or Kat seems to know later in, like, her speech that she knows it was Nick who came up with it.
I think her thinking was just, well, he's on the block. Let's target him because he's on the block to try to get him out over, like, Kat because she's not involved in these deals, but it just wasn't executed right.
I mean, she has to realize that the votes she needed were in the alliance.
Yeah. So it just.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I mean, all she had to do... Okay, so here is the right way she could have handled it. She could have kept the information to herself and been like, Nicole, look, that side of the house has never been kind to us. They've never wanted to work with us. They don't trust us. We know they don't trust us. They're only trying to bring us in to get the numbers, to get the majority. We can make a power play right here. The 4 of us vote for Kat to stay, and we have a 5-person alliance with Jackson and Holly. Kind of like what you suggested they do before. Right? What do you think?
Yeah. I think that works. I was curious to hear what you had to say about that because I wasn't really sure myself, but I think that works.
Yeah, I think that would have been honestly best case
tell
scenario.
it as a power play.
Yeah, it's a power play, and then they don't tell anyone. Maybe Nicole tells Cliff because she's a little weak-hearted on the lying front. She's not a good liar.
Yeah.
Which good for her, but not good for the game, unfortunately. My favorite line from Nicole: "I trust you to keep your mouth shut." 5 minutes later, boo 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 boo. Girl.
I feel like this is a game of bad liars.
Yeah, or a game of bad truthers. more like it. All right, so yeah, so Kat then goes off on Cliff, and Cliff's like, "What did you want me to do? Say no?" "I wanted you to stand up for yourself." Okay. This is Big Brother. I kind of lost respect for Kat and Jess in the past 24 hours, which is a shame because last week Jess was such a badass.
Yeah, she's really had her downs and downs and downs and up in this game, and I thought she was gonna keep going up, but she hasn't, and she's going back down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess she's down right now, but she's not out.
She's not out.
She's not out somehow. I wonder who. We're not allowed to say who the HOH is because this is not a live feed video. But if you're curious, I will.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we have not done a video in a while because they changed the way YouTube videos work, so I was trying to teach myself how to do it. But we will be going back to doing live feed videos, or I will, or she will, or someone will. All right, so then Jess tells Holly about the alliance, and then Holly tells Mickey. Now somehow through all this, Holly ends up not liking Jess, and I mean there's a whole lot of stuff we didn't see on the feeds that were honestly way too much to fit in an episode, unfortunately. I'm hoping Jackson uh, doesn't target Jess for some reason, because Jess blew everything up that could have potentially saved Kat. But what do I know? All right, so then we have the eviction. Kat does a pretty good speech against Cliff. I will admit I enjoyed the speech despite not agreeing with her position. Cliff did.
Right. There wasn't a lot she could do, but it was
Yeah,
a good speech.
it was a good play. It was mostly attacking the other person that was sitting beside her. So that is what you have to do to stay sometimes, but it didn't end up panning out. Cliff did a funny speech. He is not Kat's dad, and unfortunately, I mean we don't have we won't have a big
boring moment.
we won't have a Big Brother moment like Survivor does, where Julie can say, "Well, Cliff campaigned against her daughter," or "Kat campaigned against her dad," or something like that. For 10 seasons. It's unfortunate, but we will never get to experience this. What a shame. All right, so then we have the vote. Ends up being a 6-1 vote. Jess being the only one to vote to keep Kat. I mean, honestly, after all that stuff happened, there was nothing else they could do. Holly and Jackson had to go with the house because they're on the outs, and there's really nothing they could do, although I really think they probably should have just voted to keep Kat.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, at that point, like, what's the point of leaning otherwise or going the other way? Just, like, take your stand, make your stand, and hope that someone else will go the other way, because what if someone else goes the other way and you're not...
Yeah, and you're not there. Yeah, like, what if someone does, like, a swing vote or something?
Yeah.
Like a hinky vote. Which is possible. We've still never seen a situation where a hinky vote has changed the results of a vote.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That'd be so cool. But alas, it cannot be. Not this season. I don't think. All right, so then we have so Kat walks out of the house. Julie talks to her. You can tell Julie has a lot she wants to say but can't. I mean, we all have a lot to say to Kat, I think. I can't wait to see her goodbye messages, because I hope they were able to retape them in time, because all that nonsense that happened on the episode happened within like the last 15, 16 hours, which is kind of...
Yeah. Sorry, I was having a sneezing fit, but yeah, no, Julie definitely had to hold back, and like, Kat really just wants to know how she did.
Kat asked like 3 times.
Has no idea how she did.
Yeah, she has like 3 times. It was pretty crazy, actually. She's like, yeah, but so tell me what I did wrong. 3 times. I'm not allowed to tell you. So tell me what I did wrong. Kat! Stop!
Kat, you're on the jury.
Kat, you're on the jury. They could be a buyback for all we know. All right, so then we get to the HOH competition, and it's a slip and slide. And honestly, I had an idea about who could potentially win this, and I ended up being wrong. So I won't say who I thought would win. Actually, well, I had 2 people in my head. One was right and one was wrong. One was way wrong. But I thought Tommy would have done good in this competition if he was playing in it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, so maybe it's a good thing he won HOH this week.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could have won. Though in the beginning,
silver linings.
In the beginning, a few people I saw who were doing really well were Nick. Where Nick and Jackson were both doing very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
So
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean Jackson's a big, strong guy. He's like he has as much determination as Caleb did in Big Brother 16. Like Caleb literally had to won the HOH and literally had to go to the doctor right after, because that's how dehydrated he was.
Right.
Like, they literally had to make the competition, I believe, shorter because of him. Like, I believe, because after that, this competition used to be hours. But this one...
Of medical emergencies.
Yeah, medical emergencies kind of... I mean, big... Yeah, I mean, what is with Caleb and getting like going to medical? All right, so we're going to end it here. Next, so I will likely be doing a live feed video soon because I am curious on how this HOH is going to go. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. Miranda, do you have any final words?
You can't see me, but just know I'm there.
You can't see her, but she's here, I swear. And what if they couldn't hear you at all? And it was just me being silent. Like, what would that mean? Would that be weird? It's like I'm talking to nobody.
I'm used to being silenced.
She's silent but deadly. All right. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below if you did. We're working on trying out a bunch of new stuff for streaming. So we'll probably be... So if we ever have technical difficulties in the future, it's because Paul's experimenting, because that's what I like to do. Yeah. And I guess I'll see you guys in a few days, or maybe tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I think I'm free tomorrow, so I can probably do a video. All right, so until next time, guys. Peace.
Peace.